Hello everyone, I am Vijay Katta. In today's lecture, we will shortly discuss the link state routing protocol and border gateway protocol. So, link state routing protocol is an inter-domain protocol. Uh, there are two inter-domain protocols. One is distance vector routing protocol and another one is the link state protocol. In the previous lectures, we have discussed the distance vector routing protocol. So in link state routing protocol, we use the Dijkstra's algorithm. So these 3 points are the highlights of the link state protocol. First one is a knowledge about the neighbors. So each router keeps the knowledge about neighbors. Each router share its routing table with all routers available in the networks. And third one, information will be shared when there will be any change in the network. So this is a diagram I have taken from the Frozen. So router A will send the information about its neighbors to every routers. So it will be broadcasted or it will be flooded. So flooding is a mechanism in which packet is broadcasted on all outgoing line except from which the packet has been received. So this is a link state packet or link state advertisement LSA. Here we have taken only 4 columns. First one is the advertiser, second one is a network, third one is a cost, and fourth one is a neighbor. So this 4 column tables will be shared with the all routers available in the network. To take an example, at router A, uh, whenever there will be a change in the network, each router share their routing information with all other routers. So the LSP, that is a link state packet, is A, that is a advertiser, 14 is a neighborer, the cost is defined as a 1, and next path or next router on this route is a B. Similar pattern, A is a advertiser, 78 is a network, 3 is a cost, and next router on this is a F, and A23 to E for this particular route. In this pattern, each router will create their routing table and it will transfer or they will broadcast it to all other routers. So finally, this is a link state database which will be created on each router. So they will take the information, collect the information from the routers. So uh, there are basically two versions of the link state protocols are discussed in the AKTU syllabus. First one is called as the ISIS and second one is called as the OSPF routing. So ISIS stands for intermediate system. So initially most of the system use distance vector routing algorithm, but now it is replaced by the link state protocol. It was basically designed for early network called as a DEC net. Later it is adopted by the ISO for use with the OSI protocols. So open shortest path first is the main protocol in the link state protocol. It was designed by the IETF. It was designed after development of ISIS protocol. Some innovative ideas are a self-stabilizing method of flooding link state updates, the concept of a designated routers on a LAN, and a method of computing and supporting path splitting and a multiple matrices are defined here. The major difference between ISIS and OSPF is that in ISIS protocol, during the advertisement phase, it contains the information about multiple network layer protocols, while it is not supported in OSPF protocols. So these are the few highlights about the open shortest first protocol, open shortest path first protocol. This protocol is open, which means that its specification is in the public domain. Second one, it support shortest path first, that is a Dijkstra's algorithm. So OSPF is a link state routing protocol that calls for sending of link state advertisement. So that table we have seen in the previous slide is called as a link state advertisement, and it is broadcasted to the all other routers. that is called as a link state packet through link state packet. So OSPF specifies that all the exchange between the router must be authenticated. It means each router will accept the LSA or LSP only from the authenticated routers. So it avoid the intruders. So this is a major security update which is implemented in OSPF protocol. Now this update is this characteristics is not defined in distance vector protocol. Now, OSPF includes type of service routing. Some types of services are the reliability, minimum delays. So all such type of parameter has been implemented in OSPF protocols. While OSPF allow host specific routes, subnet specific routes, and also it provides a network specific routes. So depending upon these parameters, OSPF perform routing mechanism. Another important feature of the OSPF is it allows a set of networks to be grouped together, and that group is called as the area. Now next protocol is the inter-domain protocol, that is called as a border gateway protocol. This protocol is used between ISP and ISP. So border gateway protocol is an inter-domain autonomous system AS routing protocol. So BGP is used to exchange the information for the internet, and it is used between the ISPs. Now this is an important one. So to share the information between or to share the packets between two different networks, we need a BGP protocol. One of the most important characteristics of BGP is its flexibility. So it means the primary functions of the BGP speaking system is to exchange the network reachability information with the other BGP systems. So BGP constructs a graph of autonomous system based on the information exchange between the BGP routers. Now this is an important one. Next important parameter is BGP assumes that it does not know anything about what happened within the ISP. So BGP has to do only with the uh, communication between ISP to ISP. BGP protocol does not interfere in the communication happened under any AS network. To perform a communication under AS network, we use link state routing protocol. So these are the few BGP characteristics, that is a interautonomous system configuration. Next hop parameter is used for the communication. BGP propagates path informations. Some policy support that has been defined by administrator or configured by administrator has been supported by BGP. BGP protocol run over TCP. It means it's a reliable protocol. It supports CIDR, which stands for the classless addressing mechanism, and security, that is authentication message are transferred uh, before performing a router information exchange. So security has been implemented here. So BGP is basically used for sharing the information between the two different AS. So thank you.